Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz, December 17, 2020, and it is 8:57 p.m. Birmingham, and I got some news for you. Now we know what's going on behind closed doors, and go back to the court system that found OJ not guilty. Why did they find him not guilty? Every single one of the members of the jury said because LA would burn if we did not. Well, guess what? We now have a Supreme Court that believes the same thing. That if they do the right thing and tell the truth, they'll put Trump in and then we'll burn. But I got news for the Supreme Court. You're going to burn if you don't put Trump in, because they have already told you that they'll destroy this country. And I'm going to let you hear the man that said it right now, and he just did. Just said it at 7 p.m., and that may have been Eastern time. But I want you to hear it. It's NEWSMAX. It's KELLEY. And what he has to say is a congressman heard the screaming in the Supreme Court. You got to hear this. The Supreme Court debating so loudly that people heard it in other rooms. Here we go, right now.
Kind of a weird time right now, huh? We're approaching Christmas, and then we got that twilight zone of the week between Christmas and New Year's. And it doesn't feel like too much is happening. At least that's what some people want us to think. We've got two major principles here. President Donald Trump, who has not given up, and we have former Vice President Joe Biden. And if you watch him very closely, I don't see a confidence. I don't see a transition team that is really behaving like a traditional transition team. I have the sense that they're worried. I do know things are happening that aren't receiving much attention. There's a case in Michigan that's before the Supreme Court. The Pennsylvania case that has great merit constitutionally, according to the experts like Alan Dershowitz, that is still before the Supreme Court. January 6th, who knows what can happen. Constitutionally, lawmakers are allowed to make objections. Not receiving much attention, but it can happen. All right? Now, I admit I was very disappointed when that Texas lawsuit from the Attorney General against the four swing states went nowhere. They did not want to even hear the case, the Supreme Court. Some of us were very disappointed, and others were wondering, the justices, why did they not want to hear anything about it? Not even hear it. Well, we heard something today from a Congressman, Mike Patrick. He's a Republican from Texas. And he heard some very interesting information, and he shared it with the world.
When the Texas case was brought up, he said he heard screaming through the walls as Justice Roberts and the other liberal justices were insisting that this case not be taken up. When Justice Thomas and Justice Alito were citing Bush versus Gore from John Roberts, were, I don't give up about that case. I don't want to hear about it. At that time, we didn't have riots. So what he was saying was that he was afraid of what would happen if they did the right thing. And I'm sorry, but that is moral cowardice.
What they would do, or what would happen to them if they did the right thing. And he will go on to say, Mr. Kelly here, burn. What are they afraid of? That they're going to burn? Well, guys, this country is going to burn to the friggin' ground. It's going to be destroyed. There'll be 10 million jobs disappear. Look, I ran to Lowe's tonight, and I picked up a few things, and I ran into a guy from Kenya. I hired about 10 people, guys and girls, all from Kenya, over about a 5-year stretch at one of my stores. He's doing well. He has his own store. And I come to find out that a couple of the ladies are now nurses at big hospitals. And one of my other employees also has his own store. And he thanked me. But he said, I'm worried that I'm going to lose it. I said, if Trump comes in, you will lose it. He says, what I'm worried about. All these people are thinking the same way. But yet, these liberal judges won't even hear it because they think something might burn. It's already burned. How much worse can it get? If we don't have someone who will step up with balls, quit being cowards, then we don't have a Supreme Court. We'll have a civil war is what we'll have. That's why it's gone to this point. Gutless wonders in the Supreme Court. But I still have to say, in the end, God is in charge, has been all along. This isn't quite the same as East LA burning. This is a country that'll disappear if the right thing is not done. And I don't think God is ready to let that happen. Jody Wolf Expoz.